It's the time again. There we go. Let me reduce that volume for myself. What do you mean? Anyways. So last time we got a bunch of these working. But the problem was the last two. Because the last two, no matter what, they say it's half correct. Which, just isn't true at all. Yeah, see, look. Even though there's no O and P in this word, because the O and P are in the last two slots, it's counting them as half correct. That's the big bug we're dealing with now. Back to smart stuff? Yes, sir. And so it's flagging. Okay, so the last two slots, they're flagging the correct letters correctly, right? Evil Bman mean the chat, hates games, and eats. Yo, Evil Bman is actually good at chess. He only plays tabletop games. Whereas I absolutely suck at tabletop games. And he doesn't stream on Twitch, he streams on Trovo and Facebook instead of Twitch and YouTube. Why am I even trying to think of a real word? It doesn't even check if it's a real word. Just... Wait, what? Now it's not half correct. Oh. What if I make one? Okay, so if one of the three in the beginning are correct, then the last two are half correct? Huh? On. Okay, so this is where we'll find the events for the last two slots. So if 4-1, on Southside Pizza joke. So tired of seeing. Yo, I don't know why we get Little Caesars slandered. Okay, Little Caesars the goat. Okay, that's kind of glazed. Not the greatest, but they're still good. So many other pizza places slandered. Like, okay. When it comes to downplaying pizza, the first one to always come to my head is Marco's. It's so easy to slander Marco's because, like, I swear to God, instead of baking their pizza normally, they like boil it in grease. I don't know. I'm ready for a $5 deal. I'm saying, like, Little Caesars just got it like that, okay? Really not seeing what be causing this shit, though. You know what? I'm making a backup. Okay. Or is it download a copy? Yeah, sure. Backup in case I fuck everything up. Cool. Now, I needed to make a backup because I'm about to do a sort of risky move. Because, like, clearly something's tripping over another mechanic and it's all, like, jumbled up and messed up. So, I'm reworking it. Game ain't even done yet and I'm already doing reworks. Okay. Well, let's start here. Gone. And destroy that too. Because before, I had it storing your letters and inputs in an actual text box because that was easier for me to understand as a programmer. But it complicated things for the program itself. So I'm gonna try and store everything as data. Like regular data, not plain text. Even though it'll be a little harder for me to read. Okay, on cue press. This is gonna need to have multiple conditions. Alright, there's actually a poll in the Discord. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I might be blind. Yeah, for which color palette I should change the game to. Yeah. Don't worry, this was already thought of. Yeah, changing the color palette not only will make it a bit more coherent, it'll also make the game more legally distinct from Wordle. So I can't get got. Okay. On touch. I gotta make an OR block. On tap object. Number 7. So pop is everything. Okay, hold on. Not gonna lie. Gonna send that to myself real quick. Because the reason why I chose those colors is because those are actually the color palettes of Flip-A-Clip. The program I use to do most of my art on my phone. And thankfully, Flip-A-Clip does not care about anything legally, really. Palette. Rare project. Here's the palette. screenshot that John, send it to myself. Yo, I can't do like late night Twitter browsing. Besides, for some reason, Twitter be like pushing me stuff that you comment on, which I think is kind of funny. Alright, I got it. Okay. Now, array function. Bang. It's doing that because you follow me. Let's see if we got stuff in common. I mean, even after they changed my algorithm to like contain the same stuff you're getting, it didn't really change that much, so they might be onto something. Yo, what is that face that got me making? Oh, I don't know. Yo, the camera hating for real. Straight esophagus, bro. Okay. So if... Can I make it a letter? Like a string? Oh, I can make it a string. Nice. Okay, that makes it so much easier. I didn't know I could put whole strings into the array. Thought I had to, like, put numbers in there and then translate the numbers. No, that's actually much nicer. So basically, we wanted to say, you know, whichever cell square thing is next. If this one doesn't have anything in it, then it'll go to this one. Now, if these three have something in it, then it'll assume this one's the next one. Basically. We wanted to know which ones have something, which ones don't. So it can operate based on that. Sam, looks like you understand? Because you might. Okay? You gotta believe. Absorb the knowledge. You know, like when the Dragonborn sees a word on a wall and it like absorbs right into his brain, you get the word of power. It's like that, okay? Beaming it directly into your dome. Okay, so on Q press, change value 1 to Q. Yes, sir. Just copy paste, honestly. There we go. Now it can recognize specifically the letter Q. That is all. Now let's copy paste this and make like slight tweaks until we have the entire alphabet. Bang, 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 bang. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Cool. Where's W? Loki, I could have made like M really fancy and then made W just M but upside down. We'll have time to do sprites later. Like I said, I just want my shit to work. E. Before I go any further, we have 3 of these. made. I'm gonna see if it's working. Just in case it doesn't. Let's go debug mode. I can see what's in that array, right? Yeah, okay, nice. You. Wait, did it make everything Q? Hold on. Oh wait, that's actually bad. Oh yeah, that's bad. Hold on. Good thing I checked before we went much farther. Okay. So basically, instead of checking if one is empty and executing one of these, it's instead doing all of them, effectively turning every value into the letter. I got an idea on how to fix it. I call it flipping everything around. Just making it backwards. I'm gonna hope that works. Yeah, because now that it's backwards, in theory, even if it did read all of them at the same time, it wouldn't actually be able to do shit. Except for the one it was actually able to read. Or not able to read, but like the one that met the conditions, yeah. Q. Did it work? Q. W. A fat finger Q again. Okay, it's working. Alright, making it backwards worked perfectly. See, important life lesson. When in doubt, do a flip. Now let's go back to copy pasting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Cool. See, that's real life advice, by the way. Every time you have any problem, do a flip. Say you're about to get fired, do a backflip in front of your boss. He'll be so impressed. let me try to like make a picture so this is easier to understand what I'm trying to have it do. Alright, okay, so let me like divide it. Old, new. Okay, so the old one, when you typed in your word, pretend these are the Wordle squares. Well, not actually Wordle. Pretend these are the word squares that you're typing in. That would get mirrored over to a text box. And then the program right here at the letters, not Wordle. There is no Wordle here. This is just ambiguous letters. The program was trying to read the text box. So instead of automatically knowing what you were typing, what you're trying to do, trying to put in, it was instead trying to interpret what it was being told through the text. This one, the new one that we're making, you type your word in, but now it's going to the computer or to the program inside of its own word box. See, now the program has one of these for itself. And these all have a number. And I'll actually have two of these. One containing your attempted word, and one containing the actual correct word. I don't know what the hell oomph means. To my knowledge, oomph is just like the Twitter version of like I think it's like somewhere between friend and bestie. Like, imagine friend but used like bestie, even though you're not actually besties. You get what I'm saying? And then from here, it just knows like, you know, got one half correct. You got one actually correct. Got the other three wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is kind of weird. I don't know where it came from. This would be Y. I feel like there are other words they could have used. Really. I forgot to change that. Hold on. Yeah, if I forget to change this check right here, then mobile will be stuck with the like first six letters of the keyboard. And to my knowledge, the alphabet has way more than six letters. So let's not have that. This would be the letter I. Not gonna lie, feeling like going a little longer today for stream because I want to make more progress. Okay, I ain't satisfied. Cat. When I first started this, I didn't think it'd take this long. But to be fair, it is like a process and a half making a game. I got mad respect for the people who do this professionally. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a real game developer. I thought it'd be so cool. But goddamn, it just takes a lot of time. A lot of time, dedication, and this is gonna sound corny, but love. Okay, if you don't love your vision of what the product is gonna be, then you ain't gonna want to do it. You're gonna get like a fifth of the way through at most. Yeah, that's why throughout school, okay, back when I was in school, I actually tried to make games in class. My teachers didn't like it, obviously, because like to them making games was, still goofing off because it's not what the assignment is. Obviously, you wouldn't be making games in like English or social studies. But a lot of them games I didn't really care about enough. Throughout my entire time making games in school, on my free time, there was only like one that I cared enough about to finish. I don't think I have the project file anymore, but I know exactly what it was, and it probably wouldn't be too hard to recreate. It was a rage game, yeah. Not a rage game in the sense that, like, it's got crazy, absurd obstacles. A rage game because the controls were mad weird. And to get through, like, this maze type thing with your ball. Okay, on. Paint. Let me visualize this. Okay, so there's a little ball. And then there's you. You were not the ball. You were this circle hovering around the ball. And within the circle, when the ball was inside your circle, you could click and drag it. Now, the thing that made it annoying was the fact that, you can't click and drag the ball through walls, obviously. And most obstacles required you to get like a really good flick on the ball because you couldn't reach over them. So you had to, I'm gonna hold down my mouse just so you can like see the path. Basically, if I wanted to go over this wall, I'd have to pick it up, reel back, and just let go right before it left the circle, so it'd fling. And your circle that you use to control the ball, to fling it, only move to the ball when the ball stops moving. I really liked working on that game because okay, that was back when I couldn't afford the subscription, so that was meant to be painful. That was back when I was operating on the free version, so I had to like optimize it as much as I could, so I didn't hit the event limit. Because, obviously being in school, I couldn't afford a subscription like that. But because of the event limit, I could only make like 3 levels. But I made them big ass levels. They had like keys, unlockable doors, portals, water that your ball could drown in. And it had like that Sonic drowning timer too. You know, I really liked making that game. Mainly because I would like show it to my friends and challenge them to beat it. Lo and behold, they did not. Well, I've had a couple people get past the first level, but never the second. Oh, not delete. Yo. Hello. Now it would be on Z, right? Yeah, we just did L. Okay. Honestly, a remaster of that could be like a cool side game. Real small project. Because, I mean, if I was able to program it in my free time at school, then I should have much less difficulty doing it now. But of course, not right now because we're in the middle of a bunch of things, of course. Yeah, maybe I could narrate it like Ben Foddy. B, my favorite letter. I'm sure nobody can guess why. Just like 2 is my favorite number. For also completely, definitely unrelated reasons. Stress. And you gotta twist it. I've always hated the letter A. Okay. The letter A has gotta go. Okay. I'm striving to eventually replace the letter A with a different variant of B. Okay, let me collapse all these. And then we're gonna want a backspace, of course. Backspace. There we go. And Sprite 4, which still doesn't have a name. Now this one's gonna have to be a little bit different. I can't just copy paste it. So if the value at 5 on. So if the value of 5 isn't 0, actually, if the value everywhere isn't 0, then set 5 to 0. 0 is considered empty. I'll just. I think I missed that play. Tragic. Anyways. Do we just have to, like, selectively reinvert these? Like that? At 3. Set the value at 2 to 0. Set the value at 1 to 0. Okay, now we should have a working backspace too. Debug layout. Show me what you. Show me what we got. Okay, I gotta flip them around. Bang. Alright, now it should be good, right? Okay, there we go. It's typing and erasing properly. Okay. Now, the fun part where we tell it what enter does. Oh boy. Because this is probably going to be the hardest one. Make that an OR block. On tap object. Okay. Before we do that, let's make the letters actually appear on the blocks. Because as you can tell, I'm typing and they're not appearing up here. Okay, so array x equals 1, value equals a. Let me make a group. Make the letters appear. Okay. I'm gonna say If x is not equal to 0, then run this thing as a sub-event. There. Fantastic. I'm not even counting. D E F G H. Set that to 1. Oh wait, that's not right. Oh, did I do that with the other one? Is I correct? On. Or is I? I is after you. I was not correct. Okay. Yeah, because it was using capitalized I, not lowercase I. We need them all to be lowercase. Just to be clear, L's correct too, right? Yeah, okay. Nice. Okay. Okay. Listen. My foot's falling asleep, okay? Yeah, I know. Okay. I'll have to sleep down there for a moment. Because, like, I need circulation. Are you after me? Need 7 souls to break the barrier, and I only have 6. So I'm gonna need you to take one for the team, Bo. IJ. Okay. L. M. N. O. P. U. R. S. T. U. V. W. X. Y. No way I made the perfect amount of blocks without even counting. I'm actually about to open a second tab of this just so I can look at the original. Because I low-key forgot what I did. It's gonna like... Why am I logged out? I'm literally logged in on a different tab. Okay. Well, that's my personal email. It's fine. Not the first time I've leaked it. Probably won't be the last. See, the first time I did was the Dishwashing simulator screen. Yeah. Because in dishwashing simulator, you could uh, get a computer in your room in game, and it actually had Microsoft Edge on it. I think. I don't know. It was Edge or Chrome. Whatever. It was one of them. And so to show it off, I like opened up my emails to show that it actually worked. What even are my emails looking like right now? Cash app statements, receipts. Construct. You're now eligible to apply for TikTok live access. Yeah, no. I don't feel like it. Okay, because TikTok got some real flaky moderation. What I mean by that is from what I heard, they like really oppose the cursing. And as you know, I'm not the most family friendly in the world. Although I'm starting to doubt the validity of that claim, because I was showing a TikTok like yesterday actually, where dude said the F word in damn near every sentence. And he was like enunciating that shit too. Putting emphasis on it. TikTok lives. Okay, lives specifically. That makes more sense. But I could not do TikTok live. I'll tell you that right now. And I probably could. Because there once was like a brief period of time where I was curse free. Okay, I don't see a way to make instance variables work with this, so I'm just gonna do away with them entirely. As much as I would like instance variables, it's not gonna happen. So here's what I'm gonna do. We got our color palette selected, right? Let me on a cool edit, but can't show them to anyone because no one I know uses TikTok. Yeah, I would help you with that, but I don't use TikTok either. I mean, I technically have it, yeah, but I do not touch TikTok. Alright, these are the colors. Let's save all those. Okay, we're good. Okay. Now, how do I apply this color palette without it looking ugly as like, it's a cool color palette, I've used it before. It's just about knowing how to apply the color palette. And I can't use green for correct and orange for half correct because, you know, those are outlined by the Wordle lawsuit shit. Okay, I'm gonna say blue correct, purple half correct, and pink bad. I guess I'll just like make a pop up or a legend or something, while informing people about this. Well, then what if somebody can't tell the difference between the purple and the pink? We'll get there when we get there. It'll be fine. Considering I literally can't use the other two colors for this purpose. Like, I could use the other two colors anywhere else, just not here. YouTube moderation, what do you say wrong? Bro tried to say things. Yo, this is punishable by death. Open a domain on YouTube CEO. Now you trying to pull Luigi on YouTube? Dude, they gonna get you. The YouTube ninjas are gonna be on your ass. What are you doing? Was I trying to hide in the screen? I was just moving Discord. That's all. The letter L. And oh, the folder. You know what I did? Yeah, fine. If you want to see the folder, I can pull something out of the folder. Hold on. Nah, cause what y'all know about the spaghetti board, huh? Or the flamin' hot pickle jello pie. Yeah, I don't got a reason to hide the folder. Show it off to the whole world. Also, this drink cracks gloves. Honestly, can't believe it. Headline of the day for real. Yeah, just want to see if I messed any up. Vector, oh yeah. Alright. Almost done recoloring these. Because why have a W when I can have two U's? sorry. Alright, I'll see you. Thanks for showing up. Wide X. Math X. Angle X. Z. Okay. Now we just clone this a couple times. Bang. Oh, god damn it. On this layer. Right here. There we go. Get this. Delete. Okay, cool. Now it's like 5 completely different dudes. Not just the same dude given a name badge, telling them they're different. Set animation to A. Now we just do this over and over again, but with the corresponding letter. Alright, they're capitalized, right? In the animations? Yeah, they are. Hold on. Okay. Now change these to the corresponding values. E, F. I wonder how many times I've recited the entire alphabet across these screens. O, okay, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. While I'm at it, if X equals 0, well, if X1 equals 0, set that to be which one? Which one was it again? Blank? Yeah, I think it's just called blank. Might as well make one for all of them. Alright, here we go. Okay, maybe a couple more stipulations. He's playing blank, not fruit. And do that. And stop the animation. That should fix the problem, hopefully. Dude. What is the difference? Like, what's causing that? If I get rid of that part. Okay. That works. Look, that's actually running really smoothly. And of course, you can like click on the stuff as well. Okay. That's actually a lot smoother than I thought it'd be. Tragedy has struck. I really have to piss. Okay. I'm gonna need both of you to get down, okay? Wait. Gotta get down. Okay. Give me a minute. I'll be back. And we're back. Okay. Big stretch. Hey, dog. Come here. Okay, and hope you have a wonderful, wonderful stream. Thank you. Hope I can get this rework done correctly. I just need to remake this 4 more times. 4. Up. Yeah, because now we gotta set all these to 2. Let's set all these to 2 and then change all these to the appropriate letterbox. And then all letters should appear. Where you going? Hey, calm down. Here you go. Take a dog cam. There you go. Let me just do this. That's much easier, actually. What are you doing? Okay. Let's keep going. Bang. Come on. Keep going. Don't baby girl. Okay. All right. popping up like little baby birds. Boom. Close to finishing up the second letter. Out of 5. Yeah, almost there. It's got a couple more letters. Okay. Yeah, second one's completely done. Now on to number 3. Then let's do this. On the topic of making things, maybe I should make a better schedule. Something more of a schedule, you know? Because right now, the stream schedule is do basically whatever the hell I want. at about 5:30 every weekday except Wednesday. Well, 5:30 my time, Central Standard Time. But like, there's no real structure in that except the time. I was thinking, okay, I stream 4 days a week. Ration that out between things that I want to do. Opening up paint again. Ow. Hey, what are you doing? We're like, okay, we got 4 slots. Can you quit scratching me? Got Monday, got Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Here's things I want to do. It's gonna be 3 bullet points. Dev X2. Yeah, 2 development streams. What are you doing, Pickle? Yes, I see. Okay. Two dev streams. I guess I'll call it like an inline game. I'm saying inline game as in games that we're trying to play to their foreseeable end. Like, okay, Subnautica 2 has an end. Even though it's not implemented right now. There will be a content ceiling. You know, Abiotic Factor had an end. Yeah, Poke Rogue does not have an end. And the last thing I want for a time slot is I would really love to review games. Review slash inline game. Okay. Because, you know, I used to do this segment, this stream. It's almost like a series. Back when I was like first starting streaming. It was called the HIO Experience. Where I would like look at HIO, get like 3 games, and dedicate a stream to them. Spend 1 hour on each game. So something like that rebooted would be cool. But I don't know where I'm gonna put these. I guess, like, Thursday could be dev. Yeah, I know I want Thursday to be dev. I don't want to do the same thing in a row, so that would make Monday dev too. Then I guess for inline game and review slash inline game, I would do review Tuesday. Review like slash IG. And then Friday would be inline game. I didn't want to have review or development on Friday because Friday I have the least amount of time. Because, you know, I got work the following day. Well, some of you didn't know, but now you do. Obviously, I don't want to be up too late. Type shit. Okay. I think that about covers it, honestly. Which means let me dust off the scheduled channel for the first time in 3 years. Okay. I guess I call it activity schedule. Yeah. Oh wait, my bad. Didn't mean to post that already. Monday would be... Which one did I put that as again? I'm gonna pull it up over here. Tuesday. I feel like more people would know what I mean if I say current game rather than inline game. You know, the game that I'm currently playing. Current game. Okay. I think that covers it quite nicely. Double checking before I confirm. Okay, cool. Bang. Nice. I wonder, so if I edited to put an at here, does it highlight the message without pinging everyone? That's what I want to do. I don't want to ping everyone. Okay, I'm gonna hope that wasn't a ping. Because I don't like pinging people. I get self-conscious when I ping people. Makes me feel kind of bad. Yeah, I wanted to. Well, I wanted it to include multiple development days because, well, I want to have multiple finished products. You know, I'm hoping if I can get some cool games out there on, then maybe people could enjoy them while I'm not streaming. Or people who don't know that I stream could play them and realize, oh my god, this guy streams, I could go support him. Or maybe get a sneak peek at the next game. Probably the latter, not the former. Alright. Third one works, right? Okay, third one does indeed work. God, it's so much smoother though. It's so much smoother than the last one. Because the last one, like, stalled a little bit. To be fair, it was, like, loosely hooked to a timer. Which is partly to blame. Okay. Drop all these. The 4. Not that. I've always wanted to make... Okay, I've always wanted to make a lot of genres. You know, there's a lot of genres of game that I've played, and I was like, oh man, I would really like to make a game like this. Anyways, one such genre is a fighting game. I've always wanted to make... Well, I'm more partial to platform fighters. Because I think they're cool. Yeah, before the game show thing. God, I still gotta work on that. Because we're at like month 6 of the year. And the game show still hasn't come back? God damn, I like promised that ages ago. Okay, maybe that'll be the next development project. I avoided streaming it because I didn't want to give too many details about it, but then I learned the hard way that I get most of my development done on stream. So it's just been sitting stagnant. So I guess next development project after this would be that. Because I said I'd do it ages ago. Like months ago. And one thing I'd hate to be called is a liar. Because I never forgot. Thank you, Construct, for being concerned about my health. I didn't know I said I was learning Unity to do the game show instead of doing it on Construct. But if I'm gonna be doing it on stream, I'm gonna do it on Construct. Because, like, aside from the, you know, glaring feature of Construct being way easier than Unity is, due to its block system, so you don't actually have to, like, do normal scripting. It's way more digestible like this. Making a game on Unity is not good footage, if I'm being honest. Okay, programming as a whole is not good footage, but programming or making a game on Unity would be comparatively bad footage to this. As Construct 3 was made for, like, beginner to intermediate level developers. So it's more likely for somebody who was never programmed in their life to look at this and know what's going on, rather than somebody who's never programmed looking at Unity and knowing what's going on. You get what I'm saying? Not to mention, it's easier for me to explain too. And like now that construct is getting 3D. The only reason I have to possibly switch over to Unity for real is just pricing. Oh, and documentation. Because Construct charges like $16 a month, I think. Don't they? I don't know, some number like that. Hold on. Yeah, 16. Which, okay, $16 for a game engine like this sounds ridiculous. But you gotta remember, right? They're providing you servers. Okay, servers ain't cheap. But no, there are Construct provided servers that you can host your multiplayer games on. And you could just plug your game into them whenever you want. Boop. Okay. Now, if that works out great, let's get on to the major pressing issue. The enter key. The one that actually, like, makes your word get checked. Okay. So on enter press, what did I do before? Wait, why does it say nothing? Huh? Oh, I'm so confused. Hold on. I'm trying to like open the other one. Oh wait, hold on. I know what's going on. There we go. Now I got it. Get notifications. Might be an email. Oh, there we go. Was it? Oh, it's just Twitch. Twitch trying to recommend me somebody. Okay. I'm actually gonna copy paste what they got. Yeah, what I got for enter. Or do I redo it? I might redo it. Just like vaguely inspired. See, what I want to know is, did I delete the little program for this thing? I might have. I might have deleted the event blocks for this. Because that little circle right there is what the squares up here use as a spawn point. Yeah, I did delete that. Okay, hold on. Copy pasting that part. Because, you know, that's pretty important. Yeah, so now enter. Okay, that's good. My classic copyright friendly 5x7 grid. Not 5x6. 5x7. You know what? Actually, I'm copying. I'm gonna copy and modify it. Modify it to use the array instead of text input. Now, if... Oh. Is there an array function for this? No, I'm not. Get rid of that. I don't know, I'm feeling very bipolar about it right now. Because there's an argument for both sides. Come on, pickle. Okay. Leave that for a moment. We're bringing in a whole new value. Why? Okay, right now we were only checking for X, or we're checking for Y now too. Not Q. A. This is gonna be kind of annoying. Having to do this for all of them? But should have thought about it sooner, I guess. Buckle in, chat. This one's gonna be a minute. Yeah, because I plan for... Yeah, my new plan is to have... Well, new oldish plan, because I forgot I said this earlier. Have the correct word be Y1, and the word that you're attempting be Y0. For those who don't understand what I'm saying, we got Miss Paint. I just divide this up. That's 6 tiles. God damn it. Okay. Clean this up. Anyways. I plan to have it be X1, 1, not 2. Actually, put it down here. X1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretend there's not a 0 before this. Or pretending it doesn't exist. Y, which would be upwards, 0, and 1. Okay. Yeah. So the bottom, Y0, would be your word. Y1 would contain the correct word. Why am I auto-correcting in real life? So, like... You see the vision? But this is how the computer is going to be storing it. Don't save. Honestly, I'm about to just... Yeah, it's easier this way. God damn it. Yeah, that's so much faster. And R. Here we go. Now that we're opening up the y-axis for storing variables, we mathematically have infinite more possibilities. I gotta say mathematically, because realistically it only opens up like one or two more possibilities. But we're only looking for one. I keep accidentally typing it away. Come on. Yeah, I'm sorry, but game overs like ruin the word syntax for me forever. If I'm being honest. Like now when I'm making shit and I see the word syntax error, I just get like a mental flashbang of game overs. Which isn't exactly a bad thing, because I like game overs. I thought it was cool. I've thought about getting merch for a while now. Like, of game overs. No, I'm not too sure about it. It's like, what if they don't get greenlit? And then I'll be the dumbass who bought merch after just a pilot. I'm hoping they do get greenlit though. Sub event. Okay. God damn it. Okay. H. Not too many more to go. We can do it. with that, you know, I've been like working on an animation. It was meant for a Meat Boy video because I did want to do a Meat Boy video. But animation's taking me so long that I'm not sure it's gonna make it for a Meat Boy video. I might have to recycle it for something else. And it could just be a late Meat Boy video. Because, you know, a good high effort video on a game that isn't in season anymore can still do good. Well, a video on any game can do good well, if you put enough effort into it. You know, like you could be making a video on Dress to Impress or something. And it could still bang as long as you have like good edits, it looks high effort, or you're telling a great story. Now, that boy, Reggie, yeah, he be making. Well, he's made Conquest of Elysium videos before. And I guarantee most people who clicked on that video had no prior knowledge on what Conquest of Elysium was. The little neat. They were mainly there because they knew he could tell a good story. You know, that boy Reggie's really good at telling stories. Alright. Now that works great. Just collapse that all on up. Close it up. Keep sealing it. Keep sealing it. Keep going. And I guess I'll do these manually because, like, it's not too big a deal. Yeah, as I was saying, I might still have it be a Meat Boy video. Gotta make sure my script writing is on point. And the animations look good. And then, there we go. Now it still works, right? Lovely. What time is it? Yeah, okay. After all that, I'm not sure we have enough time to do the enter. So I think we're gonna call it there. That's great. Yeah, that was cool. So we settled on a color palette. We reworked the entire typing system. It's a lot smoother now. You know, it won't bug out if I start typing too fast. Yeah, the FPS goes up just a little bit when I start, like, mashing. That's funny. But yeah, next time we'll finish reworking that. So hopefully the game breaking bug from before doesn't exist anymore. That'd be lovely. But for now, this is Bman. No longer doing the internet. I'll see you next time. Have a great night. Yep. Okay, before this concludes, one more thing. I'd like to apologize. I know I said I intended for the stream to go on a little longer, but I remembered I had something to do. So, formal apology for that. Cat. Because, like, that don't sit right with me. Just saying that and then, you know, leaving like this. But, whatever. Alright. Have a great night. Yep.